What's going on, guys? Tony here, bringing you guys back another video segment. This time we're going to be covering different variations of a stretch that covers the piriformis, which is your gluteus muscle. And the purpose of covering this muscle because a lot of people deal with something called piriformis syndrome that causes a lot of pain going from your glute all the way down to your balls of your feet. And the different variations we're going to be covering, we're going to check them out right now. So the first piriformis stretch we're going to be covering can be done either on the table or on the floor, whichever you guys feel comfortable. It's going to be called thread the needle. Now the thread the needle is actually pretty straightforward. Check it out. So for the thread the needle variation, we're going to be starting off without the flat in the back position right here. So typically you can start off with a seated position, but the one thing you want to do is that you want to make sure that you have one leg crossed over the other. So we're going to try it out. One leg is crossed over the other. And then so as soon as that's happened, then what you're also going to be doing is make sure that you're reaching around your thigh, come all the way around. Right about there, and you're actually pulling the knee towards your chest, coming out. And then when you hold that position, you're going to try to hold that position for at least 20 to 30 seconds. You're going to try about 3 times on one leg, and then you can try switching over to the other leg. So go ahead and bring it down and switch over to the other leg. Same thing, do the other thing on the other side. Here we go. Bring it over, same thing. Now, you don't have to do 3 sets straight up. You can always do alternating in between. So that way you're not overstretching on one part of the leg over the other. So that would be thread the needle. Let's go ahead and get a different angle. See how we do. Okay, trying from a different angular position perspective. So now we're going to try thread the needle one more time. So go ahead and have one leg cross over and reach over to your thigh and then pull the knee towards you. And that's generally what thread the needle would be. And like I said, you got to hold it down for at least between 20 seconds and then switch sides. Go and switch. And then switch it over right then off the bat. All right. So now by any chance you're not able to be able to reach around your thigh and pull the knee towards you, you can also make some different modifications based on how you can actually do the stretch. So I do recommend grabbing like a band or at least a rope. I would recommend band because the band's going to snip right off and I'm like, that hurts! Anyway, so if you do have a rope in your possession, what you can do is make sure you have the rope wrap around the balls of your feet. So one leg can be crossed over. And then so when you pull the knee towards you, the rope is right about here where the balls of the feet's at, and it works the same way. And what's even better, the benefit you can get out of this for modified version, you can also get like a much bigger, deeper stretch out of it, especially when you're actually pulling the knee towards you at a much bigger stretch. Relaxing. Okay, from a different angular perspective, we're going to try it again. So go ahead and have that one leg crossed over. The band is right underneath you, and you're pulling the knee towards your chest, right about there. Good. And make sure you bring it back. All right. So the next modified stretch you can actually do for the piriformis can actually be done on the floor. So the only thing you actually basically need is either a door or a wall, whichever one works best. So we're going to be checking this out, and I'm going to show you how it's done right now. Okay. So for this modified stretch, you can do even for thread the needle. So for any reason you're not able to reach your arms out or be able to grab around the thigh and pull through, or know the rope to actually pull through, this is a different option that you can be able to try. The only thing you need is like a flat wall, or you can do it against the door, depending on how you guys see fit. So what's going to happen is that you're going to be having like both feet on the wall here, in the bent position like that. And then one leg, once again, is going to cross over, right about there. All right. So once the leg is crossed over, then you'll be able to grab on that one knee, and then try to pull it towards you, nice and easy. Drop the hips all the way down. There you go. And then that's when you'll be able to get a nice stretch on the piriformis right off the bat there. Once again, nice and easy, 20 seconds. And once you're done, then you're able to switch. Go ahead and switch. Switch sides, same thing. And then pull the knee towards you, come off the bat, just like that. Okay? All right, try for a different angle of perspective. Go ahead and have both feet on the wall. Okay? One leg can be crossing over. Drop the hips down all the way if you can. All right, and one hand's going to be on the knee. And pull that knee towards the opposite part of the shoulder. And right off the bat there, you have your piriformis stretch. Hold there about 20 seconds, and then that's when you make the switch. Okay. Okay, so another modified version that you can actually try out for the piriformis stretch is going to be known as the crossover piriformis stretch. A little bit weird, the name change. Can't really decide on how you can actually call it. So for any reason you don't have a rope in your possession to pull the knee towards you, or for any reason you can't really reach over because you have a bigger body mass or you're not that flexible, that's okay. There are other different options they can be able to try out that's going to help you stretch your piriformis. So what you're going to be doing is that you're still going to be in the position just like this here. And what's going to happen is you're going to have one leg crossed over you. And what's going to happen is that on one hand, it's going to be on the knee here. Other hand is going to be on the ankle here, right about there. And what's going to do is they're going to have that knee pull towards your opposite shoulder. And you'll be able to hold it there. And you can definitely get a bit bigger stretch coming off of that position there. Some people are different. Some people they won't feel it because they might be a little bit more flexible than others, but that's okay because we definitely work on the other different options because it's only like one of the options to be able to help you build up your flexibility if you're not really on that level yet. So now we're going to try a different perspective. Okay, so once again, you're going to have that one leg crossed over, and then you're going to have one hand on the knee, and the other hand is going to be on the ankle, and then you're going to be pulling towards that knee towards your opposite shoulder. And then when you pull off there, you definitely get like a much bigger stretch right off of that angle. Here we go. And then here's the different angle, how it's supposed to look. So just to give you guys a key idea about where the knee is supposed to go when being pulled to the opposite shoulder. Okay. All right, so we got about 2 more stretches to cover, and one of them is going to be on. They're both actually going to be on the ground, actually. So one of them is going to be pretty common, pretty straightforward. We know the pigeon. Majority of you already know what the pigeon is. For those of you that don't, this is going to be how the pigeon can be done. And also avoid the slap from Joey, too. There it is. Okay, so for the pigeon, pretty straightforward, pretty simple. What you want to do is you want to start off in the push-up position. Let's go and get started. And then when you're in a push-up position, you want to make sure you have one leg crossed over underneath your stomach. And what about there? And the back leg, obviously, it's got to be really, really straight, but we'll definitely take a look at the angle in a bit. So the key thing you want to make sure with the front leg is you want to make sure the front leg is bent 90-degree position. So once it's actually there, then you're able to lay your stomach right on top of it. And that's when you allow yourself to give yourself a bigger stretch along the piriformis muscle. And then once again, same thing as usual, 20-second hold. And that's when you rise up again to relax. And then after that, go for it again for another set. Okay. So this is known as the pigeon stretch. And we'll definitely take a different angle. Take a look at it right now. Different angular perspective on the pigeon stretch. So once again, front leg is up front, 90-degree bend. And the back leg is very straight. And all you got to do is lay on top of your cross leg in front of you. So the flexibility of the pigeon stretch definitely varies among individuals because sometimes people are not really on the floor all the way down like this guy right here. And sometimes people can actually be at the bent elbows. Some could just be on their hands, right? Right off the bat, just like that. And once they work their way up, then eventually at some point, then they'll be all the way down. Nice and easy off the bat. So regarding the pigeon stretch, so depending on your flexibility and how you guys are in terms of the stretching on piriformis, if the pigeon stretch is definitely not for you, then there's definitely an alternate technique you should be able to try out. And this one's going to be called 90-90 position, okay? So the 90-90 position, the way this works is that both legs are going to be at 90-degree angle, kind of looking like a hook, so if you guys see in the little monkey chains kind of stuff, except they're not doing it with their arm, they're actually doing it with your legs. So when you have the 90-90 position on both angles, when you lean forward on this one, you want to make sure the chest comes towards the ankle when you reach forward all the way through. Right about there. And then work out the same thing as usual. Okay? Same muscle group, 20 seconds each. And once you're done with that, then you come right up nice and easy. All right? And after that, when you're ready to go, you can either switch to go ahead and rotate. Rotate the hips around. The back leg 90-degree position, front leg 90-degree position. Then you're able to come forward nice and easy with the 90-degree position stretch. All right. So once again, 90-degree position. You have that definitely both legs 90-degree positions like here, like we'll tell you. And all you got to do is have your chest come towards the front ankle. All right. And just hold that position 20 seconds each time. Okay, so one final stretch we're going to be covering today is going to be known as the iron cross. And so my colleague Joey here, he's not dead. He's on the floor resting because he's sick and tired of all the stretches we have to do over and over. So rest in peace. Anyway, so the iron cross stretch, the way this works is that you're going to be flat on your back all the way. One arm is going to be extending out or over here. And while the opposite leg is going to be coming right over the other leg. So when you're there, then the other hand is going to be pressing on that knee and be pushing the knee down, and you give yourself a separation from that low back, and it's also going to be stretching out that piriformis muscle as well. So let's go ahead and check out a different angle. All right, so once again, flatten the back. Arm is out here. The knee is actually crossed over in an 90-degree bend position, right? And the hand on the opposite side is going to be pushing the knee down to allow a bigger separation of the low back. And then once you have 20-second hold, then that's when you're able to switch it over to the opposite side, same thing. So now the opposite arm is going to be extending out while the other hand is going to be pushing the other leg down, therefore allowing yourself to give yourself a really big separation on that low back muscle. Okay, so that's it for today's video, guys. If you guys got any questions, comments, concerns, please leave them in the comment section down below. I know they're just simple, like basic performance stretches, but then again, not everyone knows what they how to stretch out a low back muscle. So these are just give you a simple guideline on how to actually properly do stretches, especially preventing from that low back injury that's actually becoming a really, really common along individuals throughout these past year. So without further ado, guys, thank you for watching. If you guys like what you see, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe. I'll definitely try to post more content best I can. If you guys got any questions on stuff sports related, like, hey coach, what can I do for explosive power? Hey coach, what can I do for ankle recovery? Right, all that kind of stuff. Let me know. Yeah, just leave a comment section down below, and I'll definitely try to get some ideas into it. And eventually, we'll put together a video of what your questions based off of, and then I'll try to post on my channel sometime soon and get that thing out of the way. So without further ado, guys, hope you guys take care, and then I'll catch you guys later. Bye.